What's up, YouTube? Mike from Mass here. Mass Aquariums. That's Mass Aquariums, in case you didn't get it. Mass Aquariums. What's up, YouTube? Mike from Mass here, Mass Aquariums. Monday night, just giving you a quick video on the importance of having a dehumidifier in your fish room, even if it's the winter time. A lot of people run dehumidifiers during the summer because it's so humid, depending on where they live in the US or all over the world. I myself live in Massachusetts, which in the summertime is extremely humid. So I'm running a dehumidifier all during the summer. However, I'm also running a dehumidifier during the winter. It's fall, yes I know, but fall, winter, spring, I'm running a dehumidifier all year round because of my open top tanks. Now I have two tanks down here that are open top. This one being the bulk of the, evaporation. And so I have to run a dehumidifier all year long to take care of the evaporation in your tank. Now, what is important about running this dehumidifier with open top tanks is you do not want your insulation or whatever you have in your basement collecting all that evap and getting moldy. It's not healthy for yourself, it's not healthy for anybody. So I run a dehumidifier and I set it on 50% humidity, and that's what it runs on. That's what I found is the best for the room so that it doesn't get too dry. But the best thing about this dehumidifier is you can pop this bottom off and just dump it, or it has this nice little, get this open, you can hook up a hose right on there, and if you have central air you can run it to this pump. Now these pumps are absolutely awesome. This pump happens to be hooked up, sorry about the clarity. Focus. This pump happens to be hooked up to my central air, which is it's a condensation pump, which pumps the condensation that runs from the central air out of the house. But you can also hook up a dehumidifier to it, and it'll always dump it right out. Now I chose not to because I have to come down here anyway and let the dog out and do whatnot. Where's the focus here? Hello. There, isn't that nice? So I chose not to put it into there because I have to come down anyway, so it's not a big deal for me to dump it out every morning. I have to dump this out once, sometimes twice a day, even in the winter with the amount of evaporation I have going on in these tanks. Now, a lot of people are gonna leave in the comments, well, just put a glass lid on the tank and then the problem's solved. Now, I have glass lids on my tanks. I have glass lids on my tanks upstairs. I have glass lids on this beautiful saltwater tank right here. Glass lids, cut down on the evaporation, no problem, awesome. I don't even have to run an auto top off on this tank because the evaporation is basically nothing with the glass lids. But with this tank here, open top with the wood hanging out and the pothos growing and everything, there's really nothing I want to do with this tank to cut down on the evaporation. It just is what it is, and that's why I run the dehumidifier. And as well as the tank I showed you in the beginning of the video, this little 13.5 gallon, no glass top, took it off and got the auto top off, but it also evaporates into the air, and as you can see I have a lot of insulation down here and I don't want that getting all moldy, so I run a dehumidifier 24/7 365, and that's the tip I wanted to show you guys. If you have a big fish room in your basement, whatever part of the country you live in, it's probably a good idea to run a dehumidifier. It's going to save you a ton of hassle in the long run. This is Mike from Mass. I'm out.